Here we are going to see the question number 52. The elastic scattering of the charged particle of mass m of an atom can be approximated by the potential V of r is equal to alpha by r e power minus r by capital R, comma, where alpha and r are positive constants. If the wave number of the incoming particle is k, then the scattering angle is 2 theta. The differential scattering cross section, the Born approximation, what it is we are going to see now. So for solving this problem, we need to first write the differential scattering cross section in terms of the scattering amplitude. So we want to write the scattering amplitude. We have to first solve the scattering amplitude, then we have to substitute in the differential scattering cross section. Then we will get back our actual solution for this problem.
In this problem, it is given the potential, that means the elastic scattering of a charged particle of mass m of an atom can be approximated by the potential. That potential V of r that is given here, the V of r that should be equal to the alpha, some constant alpha divided by the r e to the power minus r by the capital R. Here the alpha capital R's are the positive constant. The wave number of incoming wave it is given, that is k. This is a incoming wave number, that is it's given. Then the scattering angle is 2 theta. The scattering angle theta prime it is given as 2 theta. The differential scattering cross section in the Born approximation, what they are asking, what is a d sigma by d omega, that will be equal to, it is known quantity. Now we can solve this problem. How we can approach this problem means, first we need to know what is the scattering amplitude, because the differential scattering cross section is equal to the scattering amplitude whole square. So in the Born approximation, we need to, for the spherically symmetric potential, we need to know what is the f of theta. The f of theta is means it's a scattering amplitude. So the scattering amplitude f of theta, that would be equal to, in the Born approximation, minus 2m divided by the h cut square q integral over 0 to infinity r times the spherically symmetric potential times the sine of qr into dr. So this is the scattering amplitude experienced by the scattered particle whenever it is interacting with the target or scattered by the target. Here the q is nothing but it's equal to 2 times the wave number of the incoming particle times the sine theta, the scattering angle. It is the in general it's theta by 2 sine theta. This is a theta prime is a scattering angle equal to scattering angle. Now what we want to do, just we have to suppose we know the theta prime is 2 theta, hence the q is equal to 2k sine of 2 theta prime is 2 theta by 2, 2 will get cancelled. It's in general it's a 2k sine theta. This is a q. Now we need to evaluate this scattering amplitude to find the differential scattering cross section. So here potential it is given V of r. We can substitute this potential here. Therefore the scattering amplitude in general, the f of theta, that would be equal to minus 2m divided by h square the q integral 0 to the infinity, up to infinity it will get scattered, the r times the potential is it's given V of r, that is equal to alpha by the small r. I'm using sometimes small r like that. You can use either I can use here or both of them are same meaning, the small r. So alpha by r e power minus small r divided by capital R, the sign of it's a QR into dr. We want to evaluate this integral, so this will be equal to r will get cancelled, minus 2m divided by h cut square the q integral over 0 to infinity. Alpha you can take in out, it's a constant, so here it is e power small r by capital R. This sin QR you can write it as exponential, because the sin theta is equal to exponential of plus I theta minus of exponential minus I theta divided by 2i. So sin QR you can write it as exponential of I QR minus exponential of minus I QR divided by 2i close a bracket into dr. Now what we can do, minus 2m alpha divided by h cut square q, you can take the 2i also outside because it's independent of integration. Inside it's a 0 to infinity. You can break this integral as two parts. One you can multiply with e power plus iqr, another one is minus iqr. The first integral it would be minus r by capital R plus iqr minus the another integral into dr. You can call this the first integral. The another integral it would be integral 0 to infinity minus small r divided by capital R minus iqr dot the dr. This is a two integration we need to do for finding this the scattering amplitude. You can cancel this two. So the scattering amplitude in general it would be f of theta, that would be equal to minus 2 will get got cancelled, so m alpha divided by h square q, here h square q will be there is the imaginary term, times here before doing that integration, first you can write it as in simple manner. Take the integration variable outside, so here it will be minus, you can take out plus 1 by capital R minus iq into the smaller, the smaller we have taken out, minus also we have taken out, 1 by minus iq it will come, times the dr minus the second integral. If you are taking the same manner, minus is out, here it is 1 by capital R plus iq times small r into dr. So this is a two integration we need to do. Here this would be equal to minus m alpha divided by I h square q. The first integration, because r is so large, if you are doing that integration it will give the exponential. If you are integrating it will give exponential 1 by capital R minus iq small r divided by, the coefficient will come to the denominator, minus 1 by r minus iq, the integration limit it goes over 0 to infinity. The similar manner the sin integration will come the same exponential minus 1 by r plus iq the small r divided by minus 1 by r plus iq, the integration goes over from 0 to infinity, make close the bracket. Now minus m alpha divided by I h cut square q, if you are substituting the upper limit, r goes to infinity, its a total is in general it is minus infinity, it goes to 0 upper limit. If you are substituting the lower limit, e power 0 into the coefficient it is e power 0, it will be 1. While substituting the lower limit you will put 1 minus sign, so e power 0 it will come, thereby the denominator is minus 1 by r minus iq. Here if you are substituting upper limit, again it goes to 0, because e power minus infinity it goes to 0. Here minus into minus you can put plus. Then if you are substituting the lower limit, it will be minus e power 0, so minus e power 0 divided by, already we cancelled with this minus sign, so 1 by r plus iq. Now what we can do, minus m alpha divided by I h square q, this would be equal to, you can cross multiply this term, cancel this minus, it will give plus, here plus into minus minus. If I cross multiply, e power 0 is, even one more step, e power 0 is 1 by r minus iq, here it will give minus 1 divided by 1 by r plus iq. So this would be equal to minus m alpha divided by I h cut square q. If I cross multiply this one, it will give 1 by r plus iq, it is give minus 1 by r plus iq. Just I am cross multiplying as well as simultaneously, if you are multiplying with minus sign, minus 1 by r plus iq, right? It will look like a plus b into a minus b, it's a square minus the b square. You can cancel this, oh sorry, this is both of them are plus, you can cancel 1 by r minus 1 by r. So final answer would be m alpha divided by I h cut square q. The numerator plus iq, so 2 iq. The denominator would be 1 by r square. Here minus I square q square, but I square is minus 1. So minus into minus plus q square. You can cancel this imaginary, this imaginary, the 2 will be there. So the final answer would be minus 2m alpha q divided by h cut square q 1 by r square plus q square. You can cancel this q, this q. So the final answer would be the scattering amplitude f of theta is equal to minus 2m alpha divided by h cut square 1 by r square plus q square. This is the scattering amplitude expression for the given problem, but we need to calculate what is the differential scattering cross section. This is we need, that means the mod of f theta whole square. You have to take the whole square of it. So the differential scattering cross section d sigma by d omega, if you are taking mod, it will become plus. So 4, if you square this one, this is m square alpha square divided by h cut power 4. If I square this one, it will give 1 by r square plus the q already we defined 2k sin theta. So if you square that one, it would be 4k sin square theta whole square, because it's a f of theta whole square, that is a differential scattering cross section. Here we define d sigma by d omega is mod of this square. So we square all the time, the bracket also we get to square it whole square. So if you cross multiply this one, if you are bringing the r square of square numerator, it will give 4m square r power 4 alpha square, because denominator, if you are cross multiply, denominator would be common r square. If you square it, it is r power 4, it will come to the numerator. So h power 4 inside, it will be 1 plus 4 k square r square sin square theta whole square. This is a differential scattering cross section for.
So from the above discussion, we got the answer. It is, that is equal to 4m square alpha square r power 4 divided by h cut square. This would be the right answer, the fourth option.